The NBA is a league filled with amazing athletes who can do some mind-blowing stuff on the court. But we want to give a special shout out to those players who not only possess incredible athleticism, but also the smarts and skills to keep playing way past the age when most players call it a career. From jaw-dropping plays to invaluable leadership, these veterans managed to leave a lasting legacy that have shaped the very fabric of basketball as we know it today. So let's take a look at the hoop legends who have marked the NBA evolution and emerged as the top 5 players in NBA history. Now, it's been a long time coming for this guy. Udonis Haslem, the only active player on this list, recently announced that he'll be hanging up his jersey by the end of the 2023 season. It's an end of an era for this Heat legend, as he has spent his entire career with the franchise. Back in 2002, Haslem went undrafted in the NBA draft, but he didn't let that stop him. He played in France for a while before making his return to the United States. Now, Miami was the only team that saw his potential as an undersized center. They believed in him, and Haslem rewarded their faith with his hustle, leadership, and dedication to the game. Haslem's contributions to the Miami Heat cannot be overstated. He played a critical role in helping the franchise secure all 3 of their championships. In the regular season, he holds records for the most rebounds, defensive rebounds, and offensive rebounds. When it comes to the playoffs, he's the king of offensive rebounds at 230. Now, Haslem could have retired after the 2015 season, but both he and the team wanted him to continue, and he did. Over the last 8 seasons, he became a unique combination of player and assistant coach. This year, Haslem is already preparing to retire, and he'll be just a few weeks away from his 43rd birthday. Many expected his 20-year career to end in the first round of the playoffs, but Miami proved everyone wrong by making it to the finals as the second number 8 seed in history to do so. Haslem may not be a regular rotation player anymore, but his presence as a veteran leader is still highly valued. He embodies the Heat culture and has multiple championship wins under his belt. Alright folks, let's talk about Vince Carter, a living legend in the basketball world. This guy is a lock for the Hall of Fame. He's made a huge impact on the sport, especially in Canada. Carter's got an impressive resume: 8-time All-Star, Olympic gold medalist, and quite possibly the greatest dunker in NBA history. And get this, he played for a mind-blowing 22 seasons, a record in itself. As a rookie during the post-Jordan lockout season in 1999, Carter stepped up and filled the void left by his airness. His electrifying game attracted fans from all over the NBA. Unlike other star players, Carter didn't have a dominant teammate to draw attention away from him. He became the defining star in Canada, the one and only. Ironically, once he shed his Air Canada and half-man, half-amazing persona, Vince transformed into a great all-round player and an excellent teammate. When he was on the verge of losing his NBA career, Carter finally started putting in the hard work, and boy did it pay off. In 2020, at the ripe age of 43 years and 45 days, Carter was still out there balling, playing his 22nd season for the Atlanta Hawks. 4 of his teammates weren't even born when he was drafted. He played his last game, the 1,541st of his career, leaving a lasting mark on the league. Despite Vince Carter's incredible efforts, he couldn't quite catch up to the unstoppable force that was Parish. Robert Parish holds the record for the most games played in NBA history, a staggering 1,611 games. And if we include the playoffs, that number rises to 1,795 games, just 2 games shy of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's combined record in the regular season and playoffs. That's some serious longevity right there. Parish, known by the nickname Chief, given to him by his Celtics teammate Cedric Maxwell, began his basketball journey playing college ball at Centenary in his hometown of Shreveport, Louisiana. He was selected in the first round of the 1976 NBA draft by the Golden State Warriors, following impressive college averages of 21.6 points and 16.9 rebounds. Once he joined the Celtics, the team made it to the playoffs a remarkable 13 times, winning 9 Atlantic Division titles, reaching the finals 5 times, and securing 3 championships. Parish was a 9-time All-Star, consistently ranked among the league's top 10 in field goal percentage for 6 consecutive seasons and grabbed over 10 rebounds per game in 8 seasons. In his prime, he averaged over 15 points per game for 9 seasons. He even recorded a career-high average of 19.9 points in the 1981-82 season and a career-best 12.5 rebounds in 1988-89. His glory days were undoubtedly with the Celtics, where he formed the formidable Big Three alongside Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Throughout the first 20 years of his career, Parish averaged an astonishing 78 games per season, missing just 4 games per year on average. He played a crucial role in Celtics' 3 championships in the 1980s, and in his final season in 1997, he made history by winning his 4th title with the Chicago Bulls at the age of 43 years and 254 days, becoming the oldest player to ever win an NBA championship. In recognition of his remarkable contributions to the game, Parish had his jersey raised to the rafters in Boston in 1998. And in 2003, he was deservedly inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. If you're enjoying this video, please let us know in the comment section below. Now, back to the list. Next up, we have the man nicknamed the Ageless Wonder, Kevin Willis. This power forward amazed fans by playing in the NBA for a jaw-dropping 23 seasons. Imagine that! Willis brought his A-game to the court night after night, showcasing his skills and knowledge of the game. Now, he may not be the oldest player ever, but his career longevity and accomplishments are worth recognizing. Drafted in the famous 1984 NBA Draft after basketball icons like Olajuwon, Jordan, and Barkley, but ahead of the legendary John Stockton, Willis proved his talent in the league. He earned 1 All-NBA selection and won an NBA championship during his time in the NBA. A cool fact: Kevin Willis is one of only 15 players in NBA history to achieve both over 16,000 career points and 11,000 career rebounds. That's no small feat, and it speaks to his impact on the court. The following year, he reached a career high of 15.5 rebounds per game and earned a well-deserved All-Star selection. Willis's dedication to his craft and work ethic allowed his muscular physique to stay nearly injury-free throughout his remarkable 2-decade career. Now, while basketball icons like Jordan and Stockton played into their 40s before retiring in 2003, Willis outlasted them all. He initially retired in 2005, but surprised everyone by returning to the court for the 2007 season. At the age of 44 years and 224 days, he appeared in 5 more games for the Mavericks, showcasing his enduring passion for the game. As of now, Willis ranks 10th all-time in games played, with an impressive 1,424 appearances. However, he isn't the oldest player to have ever played in the NBA. I get if he's not a name that rings a bell, since his glory days stretch way back over a century. Hickey stepped onto the basketball court for the first time in 1921, when the American Basketball League was the hottest thing in town. Picture this: Nat running the show as a slick point guard, occasionally stepping up as a forward when needed. But his standout season arrived during the 1928-27 ABL campaign, where he dropped an impressive average of 8.4 points per game. The guy had skills. Fast forward to 1938, and Hickey found himself tearing it up in the minor leagues, donning the Williamson Colts jersey of the Mountain State League. But here's the thing: he wasn't just a fearsome outfielder with a mighty swing that left opponents trembling. No, he also took charge as the team's manager, calling the shots on and off the field. A true double threat. Inevitably, injuries took their toll, forcing Nat to hang up his pitching arm a few years later. But don't think for a second that he was done with the game. No, sir. He traded in his glove for a clipboard and whistled his way into coaching. In 1948, a fire was reignited within him, and he embarked on a glorious comeback. The Basketball Association of America, BAA, beckoned, and Nat answered the call as a player-coach. It was a short-lived return, just 2 games to be exact, but boy did he leave an impression. The following year, the BAA joined forces with the National Basketball League, NBL, to form the mighty NBA. And even though Hickey never stepped foot onto the NBA hardwood, the league recognizes those early BAA seasons as part of its rich history. So when Nat made his comeback at the age of 46, he was just 2 days shy of turning back time and defying Father Time himself. These basketball legends have shattered the notion that age holds them back on the hardwood. They're not just athletes, they're living testaments to the boundless passion that keeps them lacing up those sneakers and taking to the court night after night. So who's your all-time favorite NBA legend? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a video. Until next time, keep ballin'.